Hi everyone, Courtney here, and today I'm going to go over with you invoice and estimate preferences. So you can do that by going to your preferences. So from the dashboard, you can click the gear icon in the top right corner, and on this page, click Invoices and Estimates on the left side of the screen. Now once you are here, you can update the default invoice messages. So what this means is you can put a default invoice message on every single invoice that you send. So I am going to type in an invoice message. And you can do the same thing with the terms. Now I can show you an example. I created an invoice for Freddy Krueger, and you'll notice that on his notes it says thank you for choosing Courtney's Lawn Care Company, and here are the terms. These are showing up there because I put that in here. Now one thing to keep in mind is if you add default notes or default terms to a specific customer, then those won't show up. These won't show up for that customer, but the default notes and default terms will show up. So I have another example of that here. For this customer, I added a default note for just her, and I wrote, "Thank you for your service, Courtney." Now this is only in her customer, so they'll only show up on her invoices. I also put payment terms here, and these are specific to her invoices. Now these are pulled from the default invoices, which I set up in the invoice and estimate preference page. Now you can do the same thing with default estimate messages. You can also do terms. You can also change the default invoice email settings. So when you send an email to a customer with their invoice, you can change what default message is sent with that. You can also choose to attach a PDF file of the invoice to every email. You can change the default invoice text setting, so what is said in a text message when you when you text the invoice. You can change the default estimate email settings here, and also choose to attach a PDF of the estimate to an email. And you can change the default estimate text settings here. You can choose to attach a PDF file of the document to emails when you send documents. Here you can choose to show your phone number, email, or website on invoices. And here you can choose to hide or show the outstanding balance on an invoice. You can choose to show the pending stamp, the draft stamp, the paid stamp, or the past due stamp on invoices. You can also change the past due terms. And you can also choose to add a past due late fee here. Now if I check this checkbox, you can change the amount of what you want the past due fee to be. You can choose to show the invoice due date here. You can choose to show the credit available if a customer has any credit. And you can also create a default tax rate. Lastly, you can delete all tax rates for all items and services here, or you can delete the tax rate for all properties here.